You often say the sky's the limit for the offense. With the additions that you guys have added this year, what's your outlook?
Oh man, I think just every year, I try to go year by year. Every year I feel like it's going to be that year for us. And with the addition of Chase, after the departure of AJ, it should be pretty much in the same role as we was a year ago. But he adds a little bit more in his game because he could do a lot more like coming into the slot. Not saying AJ couldn't do that, but they're two different players. But I feel like maybe he's more into this offense per se.
Tyler, you're a guy that you're a veteran now. You think about all of a sudden you're a veteran. What do you try to teach some of the younger wide receivers as they go through these OTAs?
Well, all the guys pretty much has at least a year experience besides the young guys, and just my job, I just want to just make sure they're critiquing their own self and their craft and their ability, and just try to get better and stay motivated and just know before you touch the field, know what you're doing, know all your assignments, and the game will just come to you.
Thank you.
Tyler, in this offense. Sorry, I'm driving here, so that's why I'm not on video. In this offense, when you look at what the X receiver does, or what makes a good X receiver in this offense, in your mind, what is that, and kind of what can Jamar do to kind of fit this offense really well?
Well, I mean, in this offense, we can kind of play around with that. We can have the Z backside, we can have wide tight end backside. Everybody can be all over the place, and that's why I said kind of the difference with him and AJ is it's not a big difference, but I feel he's more a versatile player. Like he can do jet sweeps. He could probably line up in the backfield. He could do things like that, to utilize his abilities to line up in different positions. Not saying AJ wasn't doing that, but I think we got a lot more balance and can just call anything now. We ain't got to worry about guys being in certain spots.
Kind of follow up on that a little bit. You think that has to do with kind of, obviously there's a big age difference between those guys. Kind of, does that have to do maybe with a little bit how the game has changed over the handful of years, and now receivers at every level are kind of asked to maybe do a little bit more and move a little bit more around than they did maybe 10, 15 years ago?
Definitely, because if we're taught by concepts, and each player out of each position can be lined up in any of those positions, based off the formation, so making it a lot easier for us and the quarterback to just go out there and call plays and not have to let certain players know they're X on this play or the Z on this play. It makes guys more comfortable knowing that they could just line up in their position the whole time and just call the play and just go.
I know it's early in the process, Tyler, here with OTAs in terms of installation and everything, but from what you've seen so far, do you anticipate a continuing evolution of the offense, or are more things being thrown into the mix with the experience level of Joe Burrow and everybody increasing?
Definitely, it's going to be a lot different schemes and wording on certain things, because we're probably going to, change up a lot of different plays up, but it's normally the same base plays that we've been running, but I feel it's going to be a lot easier on guys, it's going to be less pressure because we don't got to just keep calling the formations different. We don't got to make sure guys in certain places. We could just, like I said, just line up, just go, just attack the play.
So Tyler, you're a guy that works out pretty heavy. You and Aaron Donald go at it hard, and I know you've been working the young guys hard and breaking them down. Do you take a little pride in saying, "Hey, don't forget, I can still do this"?
Absolutely, because and another area where us as a whole need to improve on is the run blocking and blocking in general. So I try to overemphasize the workouts. Try to do harder, try to test myself and just be stronger so I could go in and inside the box and try to get linebackers if I have to, so we can get the run game going. Because if we don't get the run game going, it's going to be hard for us to open up the pass game, because guys, they're going to stay out in the box. They're not going to come down, bite on the run and things like that. So I'm just trying to get guys stronger and have their minds ready to block.
Thanks.
Tyler, in terms of weight workouts, nutrition, all of that, do you offer it up to guys, or do you wait for them to come to you? How do you handle new guys, young guys in your organization at wide receiver?
Well, just coming in, I just kind of let them breeze in and try to get the feel, because the coaches is kind of guiding them from the start. I don't want to get them to do something they're not quite ready to do or they're unsure about, so I want them to go out there and just test the water. If anything I can help with or questions or like the chef and all of that type stuff, they know they have reliable sources with us.
Tyler, we saw you and T working with Burrow at the end of practice. Kind of what was the design of that drill, and kind of what was the intention of what y'all were trying to do with this back corner drill?
Just get bodies in there to just get extra catching basically. Just stay off our legs and just get back right. And just catch balls. It was just pat and go. Not specific.
Hey, Tyler,
Have you noticed an increase?
What'd you say?
go ahead.
Have you noticed an increase in the arm strength of Joe Burrow?
Absolutely. Every like earlier, he had dropped the first ball because that Joe's smoking them. They coming. So we got to anticipate that because Joe got stronger last year as well. So hands was out there stinging a little bit, but we got to adjust to it. So we receivers, we got to catch anything that's thrown at us.
Hey, Tyler, you guys have now had 4 more practices with Joe than you had all last year before training camp. What does that mean now? Doing what you guys did after practice, you never had a shot last spring. What's that going to mean to you guys? Can you feel the difference already?
The more repetition, the better it is. The more we get to feel each other and Joe get to see us running routes and understand how we break and come in and out of our breaks. It helps the process a lot. So we don't gotta wait all day and try to find connections with all the guys. And I already kind of feel like he got the connection with Chase already going. Despite him already playing with him, but it's a little different plays than what we're running together in LSU. But I think it's always good to get out there earlier and just get as much reps as we could with each other.
2 more minutes.
You've kind of embraced the leadership role the last few seasons. Why is being a leader so important to you?
Because you have to have a solidified guy to stay on every guy. Hold them to the same standard as myself. So I've been here the longest, and I've seen a lot more than guys, and I've been through a lot more adversity. So I just got to do a great job of making sure guys is on their A game and don't lose lack of confidence and just be them. And just come ready to play.
Is it a little surreal to think that you are the veteran in the wide receiver room?
It's still crazy, because I still kind of feel like I'm a young guy, because this is the first year I actually feel like a vet, despite still having years under my belt last year and 2 years ago. But I embrace it, and I enjoy it.
One last question. Seg, did you have one a while back? You're good. All right.
Tyler, just one.
Tyler, to follow up, I guess. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No.
I'm out. Go ahead.
No, Butchie, I promise you. Go ahead.
All right. Tyler, you talked about Chase, and it seems like he's almost. This is something that Lapp has talked about too. It's almost like he's kind of like a running. He's built like a running back, isn't he? Almost. Does he almost seem like a running back out there? He gives you guys a little bit of that kind of that yak.
Yeah. He's definitely a little thicker than usual, but he still got the speed, he still got the athleticism. He seems like he got the total package, and the more the better, and I believe we could put him anywhere on the field. I feel like we could put him in the backfield if we really wanted to. But he's a guy that can play any position on the field.